Hello, and wait, what's this? What's this? You guys can hear it. It says capture Victoria 3. Do we have 2 instances of Victoria 3? What? Okay. Okay. Today, we have the pre-release, unless here, let's just triple check the NDA stuff after we go live. Yeah, Monday, September 22nd, 9 a.m. Okay, we are here with the update for National Awakening. A day early. It is pre-release. We will be doing this all day. And, normally we'd start with our, select a country screen. Notably, I think that the theme wasn't ready on the version that we have, because we don't have the main menu image theme. But there's something very important we must attend to. Something very important. We must have our sausage. Is this the sausage? We need to have our table object sausage, and we need to make sure that it is so. So we wanted to make sure in the menu beforehand. But we are probably going to playing Austria, everyone. Welcome. How's everyone doing today? Nice to see all of you guys here. Awakening time. It is time for the sausage. Oh wow, Doodles is in here. Hey Doodles. Dairuka's in here too. And we got Svanka. All the creators and or devs. I haven't read the NDA either. Yeah, like, I did that yesterday on stream. I was like, I'm like 99% sure, but then I freaked out and I was like, am I really that sure? I'm not sure how sure I am. We have not played Victoria 3 in a while, so very excited to be playing Victoria 3. I think unless there's overwhelming opposition to Austria, we will be playing Austria. So let's maybe do a poll. Just real quick, just the YouTube viewers, because the Twitch people haven't rolled in yet. Austria. But I do think that there is the most flavor for Austria. We're kind of, to some extent, wetting our toes a little bit, because we've seen what a lot of other creators are saying about balance and this type of thing. But over the course of the next 20 hours, we're really going to try and find our footing again and get ready for a metagame update video, which we do every patch to the best of our ability. This is our first time playing this patch. We haven't been playing it ahead of time as much because we're really pushing the EU5. Almost have 1,000 hours in the EU5 at this point. So, yeah. Looks like you guys find Austria amenable, and it would take an overwhelming number of you guys to vote against Austria. So let's take a look at Austria, which is going to have a lot of flavor. Notably, look at this. Look at this off to the side. It says our treaties, and who can forget the loud lawnmower outside, which of course originated in Austria. They invented the lawnmower. I actually don't know that. Ooh. We have some other context stuff here as well. Very cool on the UI. We could maybe click on someone else. Let's see Great Britain. Look at all this stuff for Great Britain. Isn't that cool? Alright. And see the poll? The poll's over. The poll's already Jover, bros. Oh, you know what? We also got a new computer. Hold the phone. Hold the phone. Chat. We can come in here and turn this stuff up. Oh, some of it's gonna take a restart. Landmark Kuhn appearance confirmed. Alright, so we have Austria here. Let's see if there's any. Wait. We have something we need to check, chat. Let's go! Sausage time! Finally, there's a sausage. For those of you who don't know, there's this groceries building, right? That is not a bagel. That is not a croissant. That is a sausage. That is a sausage. Delicious sausage. Hell yeah, brother. DirectX on 1.9 crashes all the time. We didn't notice it. Looks like we do notice also. Also, look at some of this new kind of, wow, an output bonus for wine. So we do have an update a little bit on some of these territory bonuses. Notably that stuff. Let's see if we get a little bit of louder, stuff outside. We do have the Danube, which is a kind of critical lawnmower, as it were. It's gonna get so hot if we close the window. There's nothing that can be done, chat. Okay, we have some treaties. Looks like our treaties are in gray currently. Okay, that's fair. Oh no, wait, they're back. Must have been us changing the shaders. Or is it just when we're on this? So we do see some new stuff going on. There was no logging Black Forest modifier here before. Do see this in several places here. Seeing some new modifiers is very cool. We also know that this region got reworked. This region got reworked. And now there is no immediate coast that is available. Okay. We're back. I just want to stay zoomed out and like stare at this. You guys have no idea how excited I am about this sausage. I am so happy about this sausage because I suffered so much existential angst when I learned that that was not in fact a bagel, but in fact a sausage. But coming back into here, let's see if we got any territory stuff here. We have extra trade capacity market cap. Okay. Just kind of a natural harbor bonus. I don't think that was present before. I do think they did some stuff with DC, right? Let's see how much arable land it has, because now you get a really significant malus if you move the capital off of DC. So we get United States of America. Ho, 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 ho! They upgraded it from 1 arable land to 3. Please make the UI bigger. Is the UI, like, less visible on our new resolution? We've always used 90% GUI scaling, but we're not used to it on this new monitor. Okay, we also do have this map. Very cool. Very excited about this. And we're gonna have a lot of journals to sort through as Austria. Also, you guys, we're finally gonna be able to use the Promote National Values decree and have it make sense. Because this allows assimilation in homeland states, so it actually does something. Yeah. You mistook a Quinine for a bagel? A Quinine? Yeah. Basically. 3? Not like this. Duel's hitting us with the hard troll. 3 arable land? I know. So big. I mean, like, look, if it's not at least 20, it's gonna be miserable. I'm not... I understand the change from a historic perspective, but you're, like, putting a malus on the US and not a malus on, like, France for moving it out of Paris or something like this. What's the USA modifier for capital in DC? Yeah, okay, we can take a look around a little bit. Incorporation speed. We get, while it's in there. And let's pull a naughty thing. Oh my god. I'm, like, not remembering where it is. No, it's not in here, right? State actions. Yeah, there we go. We should lose this, correct? Spicy. Okay. So, capital not in Washington, D.C. Minus incorporation speed. And 15 legitimacy. Yeah, 15 legitimacy is really rough. I don't think we're ever moving the capital off of D.C. You guys want to make the UI bigger, though? So let's do that. Let's go up to 100% GUI scaling. Alright. Was that better, chat? Yeah, I don't like this one. I really like being able to move the capital out of useless Washington, D.C. And now it's just, yeah. Wait, When it was in DC, did it give legitimacy? Play is saying it's really good. Did I just, like, brain skip over that? I think the mouse makes sense until the Civil War, at least, but at least, well, I think that it should be, like, consistent for a lot of, like, historic capitals if you want to do that. I think putting it, like, just on the USA, I think it should be merged with Maryland, honestly. I've given this proposal to the devs, my generalist state merging proposal, and they haven't been as much a fan of it, and I can explain what it is, just a brief. Let's double-check the modifier. Oh yeah, +5 legitimacy. Okay, yeah, so this is cracked. This is really nice. I guess overall it's a buff, but it's kind of an annoying buff that we're going to complain about for forever. But I proposed a few things. First of all, the merging of Washington, D.C. and Maryland. The consolidation of all the New England states into 1 or 2 states. Because these states are, like, really obnoxious from a mappy perspective as a consequence of being these tiny little split-up states without a lot of arable land. The lack of 20 arable land makes them ineligible for mass migrations, which is a critical threshold, and you can see only 2 of these areas have enough for a mass migration. Which, to be fair, since they're excluded, I think they don't count against USA in terms of the percentages, so maybe that's kind of okay. I also proposed the merging of Montana, North Dakota, South Dakota, and Wyoming under the state name et al. I thought that this was reasonable. The devs didn't seem to think so. And finally, I wanted to merge California and Texas to make all the Texans mad and all the Californians mad. So these were my proposals. They didn't go over very well. I suggested it. A little bit disappointed that they were not a fan of it. But 120 would probably be good. 120 GUI scaling. It's Vanilla Vic 3, no way. Yeah, dog. You know who we're going to play? We're actually going to be playing Jabal Shamar. And so, I'm glad you could stop in for this one. Incorporation speed is overwhelmingly powerful. Do we really think it's so much better to get a state in 18 rather than 20 years? I mean, I agree it's good. I guess it's better than nothing, but, like... I mean, it's better than being able to have your capital, you know... It's better than being able to have your capital... Yeah, alright. Be a good state. This shows how southern Serbia looks, yeah. Look how quickly we could get in and out of game, though, with our new rig. Dogs. This is so exciting. 18-year Qing is non-Sinosphere. Mad. I mean... That should be a journal entry called Free Rebel Nations, Merge Texas, 2 uprisings, 2 nations formed. Yeah. 2 uprisings. Alright, someone asked us to see southern Serbia and how it's splintered into 2 states. So let's take a look. So we do have eastern Serbia and Kosovo and western Serbia. And eastern Serbia is now a north-south. Let's take a look at the resources here. So that is a pretty big one. There's a mod that does exactly that. Merged US states. It merges Texas and California. I still want to do a Texafornia run. So, yeah. That rig is so fast. I'm very excited. What are your new specs? We have 64 gigs of RAM. We're doing 4070 Ti graphics card. And then we are on AMD Ryzen. I forget if it's 7 or 9 series, like the 7800 X3D. So, yeah. There's also the splitting of Silesia. Right? So, Silesia used to be top 10 state in the game. No more. Oh, look at this. Oh, I guess it's still over 20, so you're still eligible for mass migrations, but like that's not looking that great. Tall Ottoman buff, more states for construction, big nice. 5070 Ti? It wasn't 4070? Alright, my bad. And then here we have a brunt of the arable land, but like way less. Yeah, God. Pour one out for Silesia. Yeah, I don't know. It's rough. It's hard out here. We do have other states that have been reworked. Someone talked about Ottomans getting reworked. Where's the rework? We're not seeing it here. Someone said more states in here. Was that reference to Serbia specifically? Did they nerf Shaanxi? No, I doubt they changed Shaanxi. Zero love to Serbia states and split just divided resource into different states. Yeah, that's what they said they were gonna do. It's pouring two, one for each splinter's part. Oh god, the truth, it hurts so bad. Let's see these states down here though. Did they change this up? I know they took a look at it. Tanganyika is still looking like Tanganyika. I think they just changed up what the starting situation was in regards to the people there. Surely they didn't buff and actually make Ethiopia playable, did they? Bro, it's so nice seeing this on high quality. I've also, like, never seen the game on high quality. Look at this. There are trees all over the place. Now you guys know why I never zoom in. It's because I was running everything on ultra low for forever. So Kosovo is its own state. Did Greece have iron before? I think so. I don't think this is a Greece buff. Yeah, the 9 arable land, 20 arable land threshold is just so rough. But there's less modifier from unused arable land if you already have a lot of pops there. Maybe we can see this in Texas. Unused arable land employment. Oh wow, this modifier is just way smaller. Like beyond the wow. We're gonna write that down. Arable land super nerfed. Goodbye USA. Have you checked the U5 on high settings? Yeah. This was like 20 before, was it not? And then it also gets scaled down more if you already have a lot of employment there. So, say goodbye to migration, I guess. What's the Istanbul modifier? Let's take a look. Don't you mean Constantinople? The Bosphorus. Just a nice little mappy, binking it in. Looks like we also have natural harbors here. I don't think that was there before. So, a little bit of an improvement there as well. We got a boop. Roger, Roger, thank you for the follow. Big nice. Got a little bit of a lag there. In terms of some of the stuff. 64 gigs of RAM, that's insane. Check out Bohemia. What are we... Oh, Bohem. What are we looking for here? Oh, we got gold! That's new. That's a big deal. That is quite a lot. That is quite a lot indeed. Should we give Doodles mod? Surely they would be responsible. That way we can kind of see their messages a little bit better. So, that is, it was 30 before? Wow, 30 to 10. And not even all that, but like, it's also supposed to get lower as you actually have people employed there. Yeah. That's kind of nuts. Birth rate, meta nerf, incoming? I mean, kind of. That's a pretty big deal. Pontus and, Pontus modifiers too? 2 rivers and Diyarbakir is new? Let's take a look. 2 rivers and Diyarbakir. No, I don't think this is nerfed. There's the Tigris and the Euphrates. This is, I remember when they gave Mappy on rivers, I was so bloody excited to do an Iraq run, because I was like, bro, 10 Mappy. And then, it didn't have all that stuff. So I was like, oh. Yeah. I was like, damn, this is terrible. Historically, they had gold and silver mines. Every resource they needed, aside from oil. There actually is a state with 10 mappy. God be with you, Henry. What happened to Henry? He's feeling a little hungry. There's one state, though, that has 10% mappy. Holland. The best tall state. 5% mappy. 5% mappy. North Turkey purple modifier. We did take a little bit of a look at this earlier, but yeah, this is... Oh, this is different than the other ones. A bunch of throughput on plantations and such. Could you show Slovakia and Bukovina? Everyone keeps saying Henry. Is Henry a big YouTuber and we don't know? Not like this. It was like when Feedback joined the chat and we didn't know who Feedback was. And then chat made fun of us. And then Feedback made fun of us. Just kidding, Feedback didn't make fun of us. Someone asked to see... I guess we can tag switch and then country release. They wanted to see some of the other ones. I hate Holland, says Playa. That state sucks. Wow. Is it because it doesn't have a lot of arable land? Well, who cares now? It doesn't matter. God. I keep on wanting to click hotkeys for EU5, because I'm just like... My brain is EU5 melted right now. I'm gonna be honest, chat. We have Yugoslavia here. And... Transcaucasia. Okay, so it looks like we're gonna have to take a look at that through Austria instead. No, Arge doesn't have a state with it. Nice jugs, thanks. Henry, the video game character? Okay. Oh, Kurt. Hey, Connor, how's it going? How you be? Welcome to the stream. Let's see. So, God, the game also feels so much weirder on the higher resolution. So someone was asking about Czechoslovakia. Got that in the north. We got Slovenia down here. We could self-gut ourselves and play to uber-gimped Austria. Do people want to see that? We just release as many of these guys as we can and try and keep it all together. You play Silesia? Not anymore, we do. Henry of Skalitz is here. The perfect sword for taking out the Cumans. Free Bosnia and feed them all of Hungary. I imagine that you can kind of avoid some of your issues by feeding one of your subjects to the other. You could feed these guys your states to make them loyal. And then you can feed them a bunch of states so they'll have a bunch of unincorporated states. So, like, the way you... With the Ottoman Empire, the way you do this is, like, you feed Egypt some Tripolitanian states, and then Egypt is loyal enough for you to reduce autonomy. You reduce autonomy, and then you feed Tripolitania all of Egypt. And then you annex Tripolitania, and that's how you open as the Ottomans. Like, in a theoretical sense. I thought about doing a video on it, but, or just doing a video in general on the feeding thing, because you also do this with the EIC, where you, feed it all to, like, some unrecognized country or something like this, and then you annex it. Can you take a look at the new companies? If you release countries, you'll be able to re-annex them later. I think maybe we want to do that. I wish there was a way for us to sort by new companies. I don't, like, off the top of my head, feel like I know all the companies. We could take a quick look through... Well, actually, the companies are almost certainly going to be around here, right? This looks like generic stuff. Gebruder Thonet, I think, is... Austrian special? I don't know if it's new. We certainly have areas in the right interest to be able to see this. Wouldn't it be crazy if your homesteading gave bigger arable land buff? That's another thing. There's like a construction bonus on subsistence farms, basically. Crown land as a subject type? We'll take a look at it in just a second. This is a very nice one. Is this new? I don't remember this. Construction sector building throughput, power plants building throughput. I don't remember this being vanilla, so I think that that's new. We got something with prestige engines, and this kind of looks new, right? I'm not sure if it's as good as the vanilla tools. We really do like vanilla prestige tools. Oh, you're a pro Vic 3 player? Name every company not like this. Unique companies for country-specific states would be nice. Yeah, the UI for looking through companies is really rough. I'm not a huge fan of it. Because it's just a massive list. There's no sorting of any kind. Sorting, not allowed. That's discrimination, baby. Incidentally, the devs tried to hide the discrimination change in the patch notes, but we saw it. We saw that this is the Racism 2 patch. They made it so that pops will discriminate in the workplace and they'll fire minorities. They say it's for performance reasons, but yeah, right. A likely story. Sure, guys. We believe that. See, I see Doodles even saying yes in chat. They weren't responding to anyone else. Prestige engines? Prestige engines, do we think they're OP, playa? I thought we didn't think that they're OP. Like, this company just looks better, right? The classic Mavag. Giving prestige tools. Did it give prestige tools before? Maybe I'm going crazy. Did Mavag give railway throughput before? I feel like it gave something worse before. It looks better now. Maybe that's where we're looking through rose-colored lenses or something like this. I think that they changed the prestige stuff a whole lot. The more racist the game becomes, the more fun it is. I feel like this is a correlation, not a causation, but you're not wrong, my friend. I feel like it's like how the number of people who die from getting tangled in bed sheets is a near perfect correlation with the amount of cheese people eat. But you know what? Maybe that's causal as well. Maybe we just need to look at the world a little bit differently. You know, maybe we need to think about some stuff. And there's more iron in Sweden. Ah, yes, there is more iron in Sweden. We said that we were going to check... We should add search bar to the panel, or even sortable, like, things. Sortable things would be really nice, or, like, a filter system where you could filter out non-unique companies, something like this, and various other stuff. Mavag is just worse Koopas. You heard it here first. Alright, so, we said we were going to check the crown type or the subject type. Is a crown land. It is a subject type. Can we get a hover and see what they pay us? No. Okay. Crown land is a subject type that cannot start their own diplomatic plays, yet are forced to join their overlord's wars, and also must pay 40% of their income to the overlord each week. I do believe that is the oppressive percentage, right? That is quite a bit, so... is this the starting map for Austria, or did you just release those? That is the starting map for Austria. That is the map at start. We got expanded iron. Yeah, this is quite a lot more here in Sweden. And we know we got more lumber up in the north as well. In Canada and also in Sweden. Yeah, there's more. This is, I think, double the amount of iron. Quite nice considering this is the only state in the game. Or, sorry, one of the very few states in the game. There's also in North Africa and in Brazil. There's other places with 20% iron throughput, but it is a little bit rare. And Sweden gets some powerful modifiers for that. So that is quite nice. There's also supposed to be more lumber up here as well in Canada. Do we have to be zoomed in to see? Yeah. I'm not really seeing that much more lumber, but I don't remember the exact lumber numbers. So, can you show us the new technocracy? Oh yeah, technocracy is just super cracked. We gotta write that down. Technocracy is the one that gives, we're trying to make sure that we have a pretty good, you know, grouping of things, but technocracy is now the one to go. Because it gives a free company. So instead of everyone going corporatism every game, because it's just clearly and strictly best, because I believe they took the extra company off of it, everyone will now be going the other stuff every game. Hey journalists, what do you think about an Italy DLC? Feels like the Peninsula should give more love. I think, I think that's reasonable. I think that they could make the AI a little bit more consistent at forming Italy, and that would also just be a good adjustment. I think that maybe there's probably regions I would go for first. So yeah, technocracy is now super meta. We do have manorialism. For land reform, we have a special version of serfdom here. For, I think Palea was wanting to look at these. But also, this affects... Oh, we also have these. The guild system. Combination Acts. So here we are getting minimum worker-owned manufacturing industries at building levels. So a bunch of stuff, minimum worker ownership in a bunch of places, and look at that, minus 30% qualifications. Some other people were commenting about qualifications being rough in the creator Discord. I think it was Connor. And then here we have little bits of changes. Combination Acts, anti-strike laws are favorite, but I think that you don't want to give them too much attraction. Right to associate, and then corporatized unions. But this is a bit of a pressure here. Plus 50% state construction efficiency in parts of China. Yeah, we were wanting to take a look at that. And this is only if you're on serfdom or equivalent, right? Where now, in the arable land thing, is it in here where they show it? Well, I mean, it's going to be on the overview, or sorry, the information. I also wish you could search here. Wherefore art thou? Construction efficiency. Oh my god, I've completely blanked on where construction efficiency is in the UI. But it's because they have a lot of pops. Connor complaining because he's a noob who's not good enough at the game? Rough. The truth hurts. I think it was Connor who commented about the construction efficiency in like the creator Discord. So we could, I mean, do the math in terms of how long it's taking us. 22 construction. Bruh, where's the construction modifier? I know it's from the subsistence farms. I mean, maybe we'll take a look at that. I know it's being given here. Where is it? This is a tragedy. Only on manorialism? It's only on manorialism you get that? Got it. Let's take a look. You have to conquer China as Austria? Got it, got it, got it. I still, like, feel absolutely psycho, because I don't know where construction efficiency is in the UI. My favorite modifier. And I can't even find it. Getting some migration attraction, though. Great power. Yeah, makes sense. Oh, is it because we don't have any of the modifier, it's not showing it? That's how you get the insane bonus? Construct something and then hover over it? Okay. I know you could check what other people are doing. Using 23 construction. Let's see. Construction sector, subsistence farms in Austria giving Corvée labor. 6% construction speed. So, kind of an interesting one on Austria. In terms of, is it showing on their subsistence farms? Yeah, okay, it shows on their subsistence farms here. It was near the top, not like this. Click on the subfarm. Okay, okay, okay. Oh, Kurt. That is an interesting one. That's kind of a lot of construction efficiency. But then we have to stay on... We have to stay on serfdom. You know what's gonna be the cheesy meta is the same way that you can go... You can go multiculturalism and... what is it? Debt slavery? It's probably gonna be the case that you want to go manorialism on Austria, but also get off of... traditionalism. Are you playing with this new patch? The new patch is enabled. He's gonna be stuck on tooltips for the next 20 minutes? Not like this. Quick move him on to something else? Not like this. That's fascinating though. Okay. That's a little bit of a different looking UI icon. Are we... Okay, yeah, we have the chat in like a reasonable looking spot. Serfdom laissez-faire is gonna go crazy. Oh, that'd make a good video. Qualifications actually being painful is funny, but like yeah, you just turbo run it up. Okay. The other law that we thought was particularly like unbalanced was Montenegro's. Well, Austria starts on interventionism, no? Oh, that's right. Wait, how do they have interventionism and serfdom? Do they not block each other out? But this is, not that one. This one. How's this, like... This replaces legal guardianship for them? That's wild as hell. This modifier also seems insane. I think the math is such that the marginal workforce ratio is not as valuable, like, in terms of decreasing the birth rate. But, like, theoretically, you might, like, hold someone... You might be supposed to feed everyone to your EIC vassal who have access to Zamindars, right? Where is this? What? Oh, we're being silly. We said Zamindars, although we proceeded to not check the Zamindars. So, you might be supposed to, in a theoretical max GDP run, play as Montenegro, somehow subjugate EIC, feed the world to EIC, then annex the EIC, and the whole point is like 5 years before the game ends, you have everyone on this agricultural employee mortality, or however long it takes for you to go to the equilibrium, so you have as many pops as possible, and then you swap over to Monty, and you get the biggest workforce ratio possible. Your pops are all dying at game start? Yeah, but like, you know... Yeah. This is because this. Also, this is actually probably a positive modifier. I understand that it looks bad right now. Except for the affluent ones, eh? This is probably actually just going to increase your ability to have more pops in, like, kind of a longer period of time in the game. But yeah, currently, our lower strata should actually be +4, and then our other guys should be +8. So these guys are really like 7.2, and these guys are really like, they're like 17. And the reason why they have to have that decrease is because that massive workforce ratio. Now that doesn't work. Why doesn't it work, Palea? Children yearn for the mines. It's truly, 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 they yearn for the mines. So that is kind of an interesting one. I think that... Do we have any other unique laws in here other than the Montenegro ones and the Austrian ones? I'm trying to remember. I think Ottomans get a unique law? So let's take a look at the Ottomans real quick. .6 literacy. Leader on Monty looks so good. Ramming speed. We got the millet system, which is their version of church and state, and I think that it allows more acceptance. I wish I had this. I wish there was a side-by-side of the normal law and this law in the UI. Ottomans get the new state religion law that gives the jizya tax. Oh, and it's a flat tax. Flat tax, very regressive. Actually, I think we like the regressive laws here now, bros. I think we like these because SOL is too damn high. And so this is going to be a bit of a thing. No starting cash for the Ottomans. The Ottomans got some rough starts in terms of stuff. Watch that mortality changes instantly. They made sick man of Europe slightly worse, so Ottoman doesn't get as much more money as you would expect. Let's take a look at Wallachia. At theirs. Their starting laws here. Or their specialty laws. Oh, we get manorialism. Oh wait, this is just... Does this also give us the... sub-farm thing? Hey! We know what we're doing in October. It's time for the vampire with the state construction efficiency. Alright, and we start with a cautious leader? Bruh. Bruh. A cautious king, even. Alright. Someone directed us to this to be checking something, and then we proceeded to not check it. Unique version of oligarchy. Oh, okay. Including head of state and government size allowance. Clerks, officers, shopkeepers. Where's the capitalist, bro? Okay. So we do have this as our unique one. All Muslims get a new law. Don't they? They also made Shia, right? Shia's now in, and we didn't get to see their bonuses. Let's take a look. Oh my god, where's religion map mode? Religious overview. Is there anyone who's Shia? Corvée labor OP. Yeah, and then you can also go, at the very least, interventionism on it. You're probably supposed to stay interventionism if you can't go laissez-faire. On the Corvée labor one. Abadi? Where's Abadi? She has always been in? It's Abadi down in Zanzibar that's new? Okay. Does Zanzibar actually have the religion? Or is it in Zanzibar? Hmm. Sorry, Shia, I apologize. I apologize. We meant Ibadi, not, in our head, the other Muslim one is Shia, but we meant the other one. We can't release Zanzibar? No, not like this. Alright, can we check? These guys are Ibadi. All we see is Sunnis and Shias. This is a tooltip? Alright. There is 8k a body. None of them are peasants. Animist. None of them are slaves. Aristocrats. Do we have a body aristocrats? No. Do we have a body? No! Oh, we're looking specifically at animists, because we're right. Okay. But none of them are peasants. Laborers? No. Slaves? No. That's not a body. Servicemen? Farmers? Shopkeepers? A body. We have the taboos of this and wine. Can we look at the bonuses and things of it? The Oman incident? Not like this. Oh. Generalist free chat. True. Arabia has the Abadi. Omani is a body? Oh my god. Not like this. Oh. It's really just farming engagement. Chat's like, you're an idiot, and I'm just like locking in as I try and figure it out because I feel stupid. And I'm like, I need to figure this out. I'm looking so dumb. Like, just, Kudakaz, is that say? Thank you for the follow, Big Nice. I'm just like trying to lock it as hard as possible because I'm trying to figure it out. Because when you don't know something, like, and you're doing like something like a stream and like you feel very stupid, like extra stupid. Authority and conversion, bro. They have the same modifiers. That is the same modifier, right? God. I know it's conversion and authority. I guess, or I thought it was conversion and authority. I don't know if it's conversion and authority in that order. These are Shia. Authority and conversion. I think the special one is, yeah, the special one's the Ottomans, whose isn't very good right now. You get conversion and you get minus decree cost. I wonder how many chatters had a stroke watching us look for the Ibadis. We were looking for the real body. Yeah. You might look less stupid if you read chat. True. No, I 100% lock in. Okay. So, that is a little bit disappointing. But honestly, considering it's just Oman, it's not that big a deal. It's just like, I guess like, from the YouTube perspective, you're like, oh, I can't farm a video being like, look at this new modifier. More than anything, because they made a new religion. Did I see Great Britain? I thought I saw the flag shift to Great Britain's flag. We just see her everywhere. Alright. Thoughts on command economy now? What's changed that makes us like command economy? It's probably still awful. Oh, it doesn't delete money anymore. It doesn't delete money anymore, does it? Right? 75% government dividends. Or 40% government dividend efficiency and 25% is not government dividends. No, it's still deleting a bunch of money. It's still trash. Multiculturalism was also changed, yeah. Can you comment on the Jewish religion grocery taboo nerf? Yeah, it's probably bad. Maybe Jewish isn't the best religion anymore. Maybe it's not the... Yeah, we're still deleting a lot. No eco-malice, and bureaucrats can actually grow the companies now? Are we sure there's no eco-malice? There's still the government dividends malice. There's no, gov levels malice, right? That's what they got rid of? Delete this. Yeah, true. Right, there's still the... So you don't get the negative throughput malice, which, to be fair, that was a huge part of why it sucked. You don't get the negative throughput malice from having multiple levels government-owned, but you still get the government dividends efficiency money deletion, right? Your screen looks bigger. Have you changed your PC? We did change our PC, and someone said that actually the aspect ratio is probably still too bad, so let's maybe... Okay, this kind of feels what we were at before, right? Yeah. But there's still... It's still probably bad. It's just probably not as bad. Bro, Bohemia... Top 10 state, maybe? I have to... No, they don't have a special river modifier. Sickly and inbred indeed. I mean, big chin indeed. Change FPS to 60, please. Alright. Why do we play at 30 FPS? Well, you guys honestly wouldn't freaking know because we upload at 45 FPS. So, we're playing at 60 FPS right now, but OBS captures at 45 FPS. If you make everything important owned companies, the money deletion probably isn't that bad, because company-owned stuff doesn't delete money. Yes, but all that stuff will be the... I mean, that stuff is the stuff that you have the marginal difference on command economy on. Right? Command economy... I guess you're getting the authority. Okay, so you're exchanging the rest and less important of your portion of your economy for authority and the company charter, whereas laissez-faire I think doesn't give. Oh well, I guess 2 company charters. So you need to get an amount of authority in excess of that. But you could also nationalize stuff, I guess. Start capturing at 60? We will. We also could filter out the loud cars. But, yeah. Does your new PC run Uptake 3 a lot faster now? I don't know, this is my first time playing. I think we can open the window now, though. I think, the loud lawnmower outside is over. His reign has ended. Okay, so I think we're gonna play Austria. I think we don't have anything left to check here. 1 hour and still 1836? Again, the speed of this update is nuts. Yeah, we're just kind of cruising through and looking at stuff. So, we do have this situation now where we have multiple subjects, but honestly, this is a 40% contribution is pretty big on the subjects. We can still build in their territory, so this stuff would be 40% effective for us. In a way. Not quite. Because they send us 40% of their income, but they're probably not going to be smart about it. Metternich system. Let's take a look at our new power block. We are the Metternich system, right? Defensive coordination looks pretty similar to where we were before. We do have... Yeah, it looks pretty similar to where we were before. And then do have the new laws. I just want to find, like, the best way to abuse manorialism, but let's kind of come in here and do some research. Probably water tube. We could research nationalism, just for the content. Let's actually research nationalism first for the content. I don't know exactly, I'm pretty sure there's stuff locked behind that, so. We added sugar beets. Sugar beets. Oh, sugar beets. On the, not these, right? On the millet specifically. Oh, here we go. How's this PM, though? Is this net positive? I think grain has a base price of 20. And a base price of 30 for sugar, so it's 10 net. I forget the net of citrus orchards. Might be good, though. Why is it only 720p on Twitch? I don't know. I don't know. Those mysterious in the ways of Twitch. Oh wow, a whole bunch of stuff just... our chat just flew, so maybe it's some weird upload bug. Loud cars give flavor, true. Is ethnostate meta now? We have to take a closer look at it. Qualifications are a bit more of an issue. You can convert pops in other, like, in other homelands, though, which... The thing is regarding, like, ethnostate, and this might be, like... The thing is, I actually think that, it's a really bad modifier to get, pops getting paid higher amounts. Are we not paying higher amounts, though? If your own category gets paid higher amounts, or sorry, your accepted or primary culture pops get paid more, that's, like, bad. We have to check the, I think it's at the PMs. Tark, is your guy with early access? Tell me. He is telling you. He's laying it down. He's picking it up, you're just not putting it down. Yeah, so this is what we were looking for. But the increased wages for full acceptance, like, this is a negative modifier. I suppose maybe your idea is you want to decrease wages. Because wages are bad. But the thing is like, the stuff you have the absolute most pops for is, like, your core, like, population areas, having, like, soldiers there and, government employees. And for the government employees, you don't like the, additional wages. So this is not ideal. You can become a subject of Austria? Is that the strategy? You become a subject of Austria as China? Ethnostate good for performance? Big true. Someone retracted their statement? I agree. So, I think meta's still likely to be multiculturalism. Unless you get more... Oh, wait. What if you get more birth rate from this net by having some pops starve down to a lower SOL? Maybe we need to think this. Maybe we need to math this out. You can't assimilate on tier 1 acceptance. Most people will be tier 1, so rip assimilating. I think you can. Piss jar? That is a wild and slanderous accusation. Does this look like a piss to you? Okay? Does that look like that? No. Alright, so Bohemia is clearly insane now. We won't move our capital off of Wien, but... Of course they've nerfed gold, like, repeatedly, over and over. So it's not as valuable as it used to be. I guess we'll start with our edicts. Or decrees. We will... Encourage. How much we got? What are we using it all on? Minus 30%. What's this about? Time modifiers. Geheime Staatskonferenz. Alright, fair. I can see that. We are getting... We're suppressing the liberal movement. That's probably a smart thing to do. We will stop. What do you mean it looks like piss? What are you guys talking about? That's crazy. This looks like nothing to me. Doesn't look like anything to me. We are in Westworld. Alright. We can establish a company. I think we want Mavag kind of early. So what's the requirement here? Great Hungarian Plain, not like this. This is owned by Hungary. Lil Pop, of course, we would want, but this is over here. So don't buy the link in the description. Oh yeah, I think you can buy, if you buy, what is it, the DLC on the official website and you use code generalist in all caps, I think you can use our code for it. And it just sends 12% of the sale our way. Don't do that if you check the price on Steam before you do that. Don't do that if it's cheaper on Steam. A lot of countries will have different local. It feels like we should have more authority. Okay, now we do have more authority. Oh, because we revoked the thing. Okay, so we can pass laws at full speed here. It's been a hot minute since we played. Trying to think what exactly we want to pass. We probably actually want to engage with the flavor, and maybe we like pump the brakes on the passing of the laws a little bit. In which case we want to spend the rest of our authority. Secret police start is so goated. I think they did a little bit of a change to these. I think they nerfed National Guard's suppression effects. And generally speaking, separatist movements are like quite a bit stronger. Is the link in the description? No, it's not. Did they update fascism, though? Yes. So, here's the thing. Here's the thing that devs are hiding from you. They're hiding it from you, okay? When this area fires... Oh, this is a bad example, because it's just all one... Not like this. You mean to tell us that we're monocultural? We only have South Germans? What is this? Not like this. Well, what I was going to say is when they fire pops, they prefer to fire the lower number pops. And, you know, Paradox says this is because performance, but really it's just about firing minorities. It's just another layer of discrimination. Let's take a look at our flavor. Can support more declared interests. Oh, that's not even our flavor. Alright, we're going to do the standard thing where we are going to... Oh, this doesn't summon you up into... Oh, this is a bug. This should bring you to the overview, but it doesn't. Instead, it just opens the Diplo. Whatever tab it's on, it opens it. So if it's not on overview, fair enough. Okay. We're going to just, in a kind of radiating out from our nation, we're going to declare more interests. Okay. It's not going to do a thing. You did a campaign with the Ottomans is using the assimilation decrees to, not like this. Did you use them in Armenia? The truth hurts. What happened to the Kurdish pops? Yeah. Yeah. Performance. He eliminated the Kurds and the Armenians for performance reasons. Don't worry, chat. Performance was real good. Certainly it was a bit of a performance. Alright. We don't need to float this if we're not going to change a lot at game start, though. So... we have a huge population in one of these states. I guess Boho we have a lot here. Just thinking about using the education degree. This is 20% of our pop. I think maybe we don't. I think we're just going to go with the tried and true road maintenance. I guess we could support one more here. I think we're going to have the harshest qualification issues in Austria, but I think it's probably not going to be a problem. Your companies can buy your buildings under command economy, like Wiz said. Well, Wiz said it, but Wiz also said that negative tax efficiency didn't delete money. So, although he's probably just going to be accurate generally. Neo-Roman Pizza, thank you for the follow, big nice. So, we are getting going. I feel bad because I don't know what company we're supposed to go for here. I really, the question is are we going to get Mavag in the near future? And if not, then we might want to go generic tools. I'm really a big fan of generic tools here, just generally. What about this company? What does this require? Moravia. Where's Moravia exactly? Does it have a localized name? God damn it. Is this Moravia? Am I just blind? Moravia and Upper Silesia. Got it. It highlights it. Okay, cool. So we're just going to, I think, try and just get this company up and going, just as our opener, after a couple construction sectors, and we'll build those construction sectors spread between Boho and Austria. And then we'll come in and, oh, we could use, what are we doing? Let's not promote social mobility. We're going to use it for consumption taxes. We're going to raise the government wages temporarily to get access to 200. And then I think we're going to tax services here. Looks like wine gives us quite a lot, but wine is a basic level thing as well. We could do wine lux, or we could do services. Let's do wine lux. Okay. Maybe we can afford to do this, probably not. Something like this. Kupus is just better, generalist? Then, yeah, but we don't have the territory. I don't know how aggressive we're gonna be. I think we're gonna just try and do the journal entries and vibe a little bit, rather than just super push things, but we could take a look. Koopas versus Mavag. Yeah, I mean, it's just strictly better, no? It's just, but it's barely strictly better. Isn't a U5 coming out this month? No, it's coming out November 4th. Oh, you guys are chatting up a ton. I can't necessarily keep up with everything. Next to Bohemia? Damn it, it's chat telling me where stuff is again as I try and look. Didn't even unpause yet. Classic Paradox game. We're getting on it, we're showing stuff. But yeah, this is... You're right, it's strictly better though. Okay. I think we're good to go. And let's take a look in the journal. So we have the matter of Hungary. Ever since the Habsburgs first secured the throne of St. Stephen centuries ago, independent-minded Hungarians have proven difficult lot to rule. Confronted by increasingly bellicose demands for Hungarian autonomy, the administration in Vienna must now decide whether to accede to demands of the Hungarian nationalists, rein them in, by force if need be. The activation of springtime of the journal entry will likely empower factions in the Hungarian Diet. Will complete if we've established the dual monarchy. I think we'll try and do that. The average acceptance of Hungarian and Austria is greater than or equal to 80. Currently, for 60 months, I thought that it was saying the acceptance was currently 0, not currently 0 months, but the acceptance was currently 0. So, and if they break 3, we will just automatically fail. So we have to try and accept them, and then we will do a little bit of a thing. So why don't we, also spend our Diplo. And we are going to improve relations with with nobody. Where are you going? You're going fucking nowhere. Wow, we have so much stuff. Let's keep it around for theme. And let's just vibe. And by that I mean, at least not guarantee some of these idiots. Oh, it's in a treaty, isn't it? And we're bound. Wow. I didn't realize we were locked under so many treaties. Can you use somehow use Krakow to increase Poland unrest in Prussia and Russia? I think if you're playing as Krakow, you can. I think that Krakow is going to be way more playable now. So, unless it's been patched for release, it's impossible to get 80 acceptance on Hungarians because it says you need 80 average, but in reality it wants 80 baseline. Multiculturalism gives 70 base. I did bug report. Okay, so we just can't actually succeed in this journal? Is that what you're telling me? We cannot succeed in the... Or we have to establish the dual monarchy, or have no Hungarian cultural movement, and at least 8 Austrian states are a Hungarian homeland and is incorporated. So. Okay. The Age of Metternich. The aftermath of the Napoleonic Wars has established in Austria a legal conservative power in Europe. The leading architect of post-Napoleonic order, Clemens von Metternich, has served as Chancellor of Austria since the tumultuous year of 1821. His agenda calls for upholding Austrian aristocracy, the maintenance of a conservative peace in Europe, and the promotion of the arts and sciences. Really would love, if there's like ever a cultural, type of rework or this type of thing, Austria is gonna be in good shape for that. But the agenda, realizing the various items in his agenda, will improve the effects of this journal entry. These effects will be secured upon the journal entries sufficiently completed. Germany has not been unified by another country, prevented Italian unification. We're the leading producer of fine art. We own the entire region of West Galicia. Austria has researched 52 technologies. We have a certain number of members. Cohesion's high. Liberals high. We do kind of want to just go after South America. Nervosvi, thank you for the follow, big nice. Mainly because of reasons. And home affairs and law enforcement are at least 3 or higher. Well, we can do that, and we can do the fine art. So let's do a little bit of a fine art auto expand here. And add a couple levels so we can become the leading producer. This is, by the way, terrible because it's not a very good industry, but we're going to do it. You have to dual monarchy? Okay. 2 out of 3 paths broken. Oh, the other one's broken too? Yikes. Well, that's good to know. You did Fascist Austria? Congratulations. You did Fascist Austria, and then you eliminated the minorities when you were playing the Ottomans? You're getting close there. A little close there, Tarkus. The double. The double. But yeah, the next week's, or tomorrow's version is going to be a little bit different than this. Wood in the Austrian market. Okay, well, we're going to put this on auto expand. And then we're going to fix up all our RPMs. Because you don't start out with the latest and greatest PM. Let's do sugar beets, bros. We're so back. Also, just by virtue of the sugar beet being different, or actually, here's the thing. I think producing more sugar is just actually actively bad, so let's not do that. Because you tend to like have a super glut of sugar. Unless they rebalance sugar consumption in some way, it will be probably a bit of a problem. it will likely be a bit of a problem. So for Bohemia, we're just going to prioritize softwood, and then we're going to prioritize hardwood. Not in Tyrol, and then but everywhere else. Okay, we can't control that or that because we want more raw output. I guess we're kind of okay with this for now. Eventually we will want more levels. Maybe we just queue up more levels. Not because it's best. Nah, let's play a little bit tight. We opened with in our queue having freaking arts academies. So we have to tighten up a little bit somewhere. That's not how we drew it up. We'll add a couple more trade centers in these two locations because we're going to be overproducing like finished goods in Vienna and then resources in Bohemia, and so us trading these is probably going to make some sense. Menace to force the minor powers from South America into your power block as quickly as possible. Yes, this is super meta, but I'm kind of not feeling just blasting like the strangeness. I think we just try and do some Ottoman stuff and you know, have a good time. Ottoman Tobacco Company. Build economy around steel early and you'll be fine. You build the stuff that goes into steel. I think you producing the steel yourself is not necessarily super good, but I think we could go up speed. Communist Austria this round? Maybe could go communist. Let's take a look at the journals that we have. So we looked at the matter of Hungary in the age of Metternich. We have the Schleswig-Holstein and German national identity. We could cheese the survey of the Suez Isthmus. But let's see, is everything incorporated? Okay, it is. And we were supposed to get all of Slovakia as part of the Metternich system. Tools are expensive. I think we'll add tools here. Just the one. We're just putting it on auto-expand, and we'll auto-expand these tools as well. So the Metternich system, where did we need to? West Glacia. So we need to annex Krakow. Wow, 9.2 infamy is so much. I guess we're not planning on doing a bunch of weird expansion, so maybe this makes some sense. Prussia's more likely to join our side. Russia's more likely to join our side. This should just be very clean, except for Great Britain is likely to thumb our pine. So maybe we improve with GB our relations. War crime Austria this run? Certainly discriminatory Austria, because we can't avoid it. 50 infamy for -25 activism on political movements is insanity as an option in the war crimes events you get after putting the rebellions down. That is actually insane. When's the update going to come out tomorrow? Yes. Yes, it's going to come out tomorrow. Don't mess with Krakow for real. We are going to annex Krakow. We are going to annex Krakow. We have input goods shortages. Yeah. The trade centers will help to smooth all of that out. I guess we're having some very significant... What is this about, friends? Why do we have negative construction? Wait, why do we have negative construction efficiency here? Oh, it's like virtually nothing from the trade unions. Yeah, it's basically not a thing. Wait, from the trade unions. Do we not have eyes? Necesitos los ojos? Oh, I'm stupid. They're demarginalized. That's wild. Why did we start out with them demarginalized? That's crazy. I was like, in my head, this has to be like a law or something. Yeah, it's a really strong malice. Or really substantive malice here. So, that's interesting. Well, I mean, I know what we're supposed to pass. And our people don't get that mad about passing it. Can we put someone in power who actually wants it, though? Intelligentsia, Industrialists, and trade unions. Doesn't work, as kind of normal. Industrialists kind of works. Yeah, almost certainly this is going to be the only... Yeah. And then also by passing this, we should get enough approval from the trade union to get rid of that 10% malice. So that's going to be quite nice. Will you do Prussia run? Show how German unification support works? We might... I think you could check out Connor's channel. I think he's gonna cook that for his video that he releases tomorrow. So, or he's gonna, yeah. I would just like Connor Vic 3. I would just follow him, and I think he's gonna have that tomorrow. Cause I'm not sure yet what we're gonna do, but I think we're gonna play something a little bit smaller in terms of runs that we're planning on doing, and so. Probably not planning on doing a Prussia thing. I've noticed that some YouTubers don't use the landowner lobby minor laws that greatly increase landowner approval to quickly push homesteading. Yeah, you could do... There's a lot of cheeky cheese you could do, but yeah, these are definitely something that's interesting to be using. In Russia during the 19th century was Russification. You're doing Serbia game right now? You're recording, right? So you have Serbia content coming out? We also have a shortage of engines. Let's see what we got for agitators. Womp womp. Bro, all of these are so much more legible on, like, the new monitor. Ruthless. When you throw Simba's dad off the cliff. I wish we could get 2 more legitimacy, man. And I'm not talking about lowering taxes just to get a little bit higher legitimacy, but I kind of am now. I'm talking myself into it here. Because there's not a... Yeah, I talked myself into it. We just want... Interesting. Like to see the AI getting active at game start here. We're not playing active at all. You know what we want? More headaches. Let's transfer someone. Let's transfer Serbia here. And join our allies of Austria and Prussia. Right? I think that sounds good. Wallachia is better, though. Let's transfer Wallachia then. And also, I think Wallachia gives you more headaches. So, that'll be good. Now, in theory, we probably should have just decked our own war. That way we could go after multiple war goals, but this is okay. This is okay. This is a little bit more on theme, I think. I told you higher res is pretty nice for Paradox games. It's real nice. Everything's a lot more, especially with smaller buttons and stuff, it's a lot more legible. Conquer Bosnia? Yeah. Austria taking over Serbia? I don't know, bro. Could spell disaster in the future. We'll be fine. Let's see. Russia can march armies through. We could make it so Russia's never going to join against us ever, right? They really don't like siding against you when they have military access or they get a huge penalty, right? What if we made this a 50-year thing? No, okay. What's this? I can't send the proposal? Why? We need the influence? Alright, fair enough. You got us there. You got us there, Captain. perhaps there is a better way. To be fair, if we know we're going to spike... Well, actually, researching water tube boiler first makes more sense. We're just going nationalism for the content. Because I assume there's some content that requires nationalism. When does the patch drop? It drops tomorrow. So probably in about 20 hours. We are playing on the patch, but does Russia collapse? I don't know. I haven't seen anyone comment about it. Are they anonymous end? Metternich will issue his resignation. Wait, did we fail the journal? We failed the journal. Why did we fail the journal? Bro, because these guys just got revolutionary for 1 second? Ah! They weren't that pissed about it, were they? Were they? We failed the mic? Oh! I kind of want to restart, but I kind of don't. God, that sucks. Did we really... I mean... They're revving at -7. Out of government. Was that the way this worked before? Usually they had to be 10 to leave government, right? So, the mic is still messed up. Is that better? It's better now? Test. Okay, that's good. Okay. So, apologies. So, I'm a little bit surprised that we got the Landowners Revolutionary, which is -7 approval. Time to invest in a new mic. I think that's my drivers. I think the problem is the drivers. So how did you fail the GAE? Well, I think it's... we don't have the GAE, but I think it's because the landowners got booted from government, and we hit super illegitimacy, and they got booted. But I feel like... Maybe I'm just not remembering the game, but I feel like normally they can't get booted out of government from a movement while they are above -10. So, this is a little bit interesting. Why are you using an Xbox 360 headset? The headset's not the mic. The mic is on this. This is like an actual nice mic. Did we suppress the movement? No, we didn't suppress the movement. We stopped suppressing the liberals. Was that the issue? I think the... Thank you for failing it first, so I don't make the same mistake. I guess we'll just go with the failure. Because we're not looking to, like, super... Alright. Maybe he comes back? I think there's a he comes back type thing. But okay, we are super illegitimate now. We're getting an absolutist movement just repeatedly triggered. Can we make a legitimate government of any kind? This is almost legitimate. Oh, now they're -20. Why are they -20 now? Bro, did this guy die? I think we just got janked by that guy dying. Oh, that guy was Metternich. Metternich was okay with it, and then this guy's really not okay with it. Okay. That's painful. Right off the bat. Restart IMO? Restart that early in? I mean, we could click all the buttons pretty quick, but I think that Metternich has a, like, he comes back thing. I think there's content for this. Welcome back, Metternich. You know what's really funny? I think that he actually... Does he have an opinion? Does Modernizer have an opinion on... No, it doesn't look like it. I was gonna say Modernizer might have an opinion on the law we were passing. But yeah, this will go away. Then we invite Metternich and we promote him to government. Wait, what? That's clearly a bug. We can't invite Metternich, but it says we can't invite him. He's a modernizer now? We tried to invite him. Maybe we'll get an event? Maybe it's busted up. I don't know. Restart IMO? We're getting a couple calls for restart. RP-wise, how would it make any sense to invite him back as an agitator immediately, though? I kind of agree on that front. I do think there's content for this. I think there's content for you losing it and then him coming back. So, this is the reason why I kind of want to keep playing and don't necessarily want to restart, because I think there is something there. So... Wow, look at this fire. Just raking its way through Hungary and our nation. You know if any new nations is releasable except for Yugo? Not that I know of. It's not like current situation is really working out. Say OPE, I'm sorry. Come back, basically. I closed the poll. That wasn't you. That was me. I think we do want to stay on the kingly thing. We just do want to go on to technocracy. But I guess we're going to have to pass things. The thing is, we have nothing we can pass that's, like, reasonable that the landowners are kind of okay with. See, are they gonna... Yeah, we're gonna try prop tax. But does this immediately spawn for us a negative movement? Because this guy's now at -7 again. Right? Will this be enough? Or is the fact that he's the only one in government gonna brick it? It used to be the case you could brick revs, and maybe it's still the case, you could brick revs by having the only one in government be the person who would oppose it. Garbage man. What's in the jug? Hey man, I just, you know, okay. We will say nah, dog. Mike's still having issues? Never mind, fixed? Okay. It is about staying hydrated. Alright, we will get the London conference. I suppose we'll do... We will just click some buttons. Official name: the Kingdom of Serbs, Croats, and Slovenes. Yeah, we are advancing quite steadily, quite handily. All the fronts. No front spaghetti at this current juncture. We do have the matter of Hungary, but we're planning on establishing the dual monarchy. So what do we need for this? We have to fail autocracy in the Age of Liberty. We have to research philosophical pragmatism. Or, sorry, philosophical pragmatism or some of this other stuff. Is a personal union type subject. Well, we don't have a personal union now. I think that is an event we can get. We'll do this. Good old-fashioned taxation events. So we will be going for Krakow next, although that's not going to help us with the Metternich thing, because he's gone. Mike again? Better? I unplugged it and plugged it back in. My mic is fine. I think it's my audio drivers. We must have a seance. We must speak to the demons of the mics. No, it's not a loud car. It was a loud trash garbage truck. Worse? It's plugged in on the back of my computer now. Mic is okay, it's just the street sweeper? Yeah. Okay, okay. Jesus. Got more people coming in for the mic problems. I think it's interference. I don't think it's... We've never had interference, like, of that nature before. And we've kept the mic in the same spot. I mean, I guess we have this cord here. We didn't have a problem with Stellaris yesterday. So far, so good? Okay. It's plugged into a different section of the motherboard. Right, so maybe... Maybe that'll do it. Here for the mic, not Vicky 3. Yeah, no, I feel you, dog. I feel you. I feel you, I feel you. Wow, full occupation here. That's quick. Okay, we have the art that we're producing for the Metternich journal entry, which we failed. Not like this. A bit of pain. Russians targeting us with interference beams. Not like this. It's not a dusty port because it's a new tower. I think it might just be. Yeah. IRL Metternich failed, so I don't think you need to restart. Yeah, if it was something other than that, we would have. But we shouldn't be able to invite him. And then we'll maybe make a note to do a bug. We either shouldn't be able to invite him, or shouldn't, we should be able to get him back as agitator. We start and go full Metternich. Please show Okole? Okurt? What are we looking at, player? You notice better performance this patch? I have a new computer, so I noticed a much better performance. Or I am in the process of noticing a much better performance. I didn't really see any rumblings about performance. I assume performance is ever so slightly better with the discrimination stuff they added. And the fact that they didn't add anything that should be really a drain on performance, I don't think. Well, they did add extra types of acceptance. They made it decentralized. What are you talking about? It's not decentralized. Wait, is it? Mike? God damn it, dude. I mean, I could use the mic. So I could switch to using the mic from my headset. But my headset mic is pretty bad. It might be peaking and that's what's causing the distortion. This is much better, but this is... Okay. This is a much lower quality mic. Just stop talking? Jesus. Carpathian Knight, the other YouTuber in here, to throw some shade. Not like this. Perfect 2000s audio, basically. Xbox Live time, good lord. Headset mic is better. Maybe we could change the mixer on the regular mic. Okay, we switched back to the other mic, but let's see if we can change the settings. We've never had this issue before, though. So I think it's an audio drivers thing. Alright, filters. Okay, if we turn on the noise suppression, how's this? Is this okay? We turned on the... Yeah, we turned on noise suppression. This is your captain speaking. Use desk mic, please. Yeah. Vicky one string, call center mic. Not like this. I don't think it's peaking, I think it's wavy, high-pitched noise over a sound coming in. Kind of sawtooth-ish. This is good. But here's the problem. There's gonna be no loud cars. The loud cars are gonna be gone. Maybe it's the end of the loud cars. Hey Amir, how's it going? The end of an era. The last loud truck ever heard. So right now it doesn't like peak out, so maybe when it's peaking specifically, so maybe I could fiddle with the inputs. Check E. coli, not N. coli. It's Choli the state? We already looked at... Oh, this! You're right. Okay. You're right, you're right. It's back? Not like this. backend seems to help, but the swapping things up didn't help. We're doing the filters. Oh my god. We'll turn off the noise suppression. And then we'll use the lower setting one, but then cap it so we're not hitting high as often. Properties. Oh, God. Is this the first live with new hardware? No, it's not. I was live for 10 hours yesterday and didn't have any issues. I think I need to, like, actually restart my computer, probably. Just ignore the mic complaints? Okay. Is it plugged directly in an audio jack? It might be a bad audio interface on the motherboard. It was plugged into the... No, I think it's probably my sound drivers. Or something on the motherboard. I don't know, I'd have to, like, see what it sounds like. Technically, it's probably good for the stream health if you guys chat a whole bunch every time it happens, but I, like, obviously want to fix it. So... Are you late? What did I miss? We failed the Age of Metternich because we got a guy leaving the government at -7, which I don't think is the way it worked before, which is a little bit interesting to see. At -7 on happiness. Basically fine now? Okay. Yeah, maybe it's when we would top out it would create an issue, because we put the, like, lower sensitivity suppression down, and so I think if we just avoid being real loud, maybe it'll be okay? I don't know. But, proportional in 1839 is nice, eh? It's all back. Oh my god. As soon as you say that, it got fucked. God damn it, dude. So I could restart the computer and restart the stream. I don't know. I don't have a different solution. Just farming it for the algo, not like this. You should just restart all of that? Yeah. Okay, overwhelmingly you guys want to restart the computer. Alright, alright, alright. Aliasing issue? Well, if it's with the... It wouldn't have anything to do with our game settings. Bro, you're cooked?